Ladies and gentlemen, I have made videos about this in the past, but apparently nobody paid attention to me back then because I had not yet attained the level of YouTube's superstardom that I have recently ascended to. So here we are. In the exciting and dynamic world of GMRS, there seems to be much confucularity around the role that the GMRS radio service plays in the radio world at large. And sadly, many people are under the mistaken oppression that GMRS is like ham radio light. And even worse, many people believe that GMRS is a hobby. So I, as both the self-appointed and undisputed queen of all that is GMRS, allow me to just take a moment of your very valuable time to deconfuculate GMRS and its role in the radio world and expound on the main differences between GMRS and the hams radio. If we go straight to the source, the inventors of GMRS, known to most people as our overlords at the FCCs, we can see that the founding fathers of GMRS intended for it to be used as a short-distance two-way communications service to facilitate the activities of licensees and their immediate family members. For those of you that may still be confuculated, this means that GMRS is primarily intended for talking with your family or friends whilst out hiking, off-roading, caravanning across the country, or whilst walking around and being made to feel guilty about being straight or Caucasian after you just paid far too many monies to get into a Disney-owned amusement park. In other words, GMRS is for use during activities, unlike hams radio, which, for most people, is the activity. Stay with me now. GMRS is primarily intended for staying in contact with people that you already know whilst doing something. Hams radio is for finding anonymous men to chat with and for playing with antennas and soldering irons and stuff that normal people do not care about one bit. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Allow me to be perfectly clear here so that I do not get accused by some people of bashing or making fun of anyone. There is nothing wrong with being a normal person and not caring about that radio dork stuff. Now, normally, this kind of confuculation about the role that GMRS plays in the radio world is not a problem. However, unfortunately, some people will try to use GMRS like it is hams radio, and they do this usually for one of the following three reasons. Number A, they do it because they want to impress everyone with how smart they think they are. Or number three, they are simply ignorant because they don't watch my videos. And when some people try to use GMRS like it was the hams radio, this causes two things to occur. First of all, everyone listening gets very annoyed. And B, all of the normal people listening laugh at them. And as you might expect, these very confused individuals are very easy to spot when you hear them broadcasting over their GMRS radios. And this is because they say and do things when broadcasting from their GMRS radios that normal people would never do or say. For example, instead of announcing their GMRS call sign like a normal person using normal English, they say it using the NATO phonetic alphabet. They tend to talk way too much, usually about nothing and to no one in particular, apparently because they love to listen to their own voice. And they tend to take everything way too seriously. And worst of all, they often complain about how GMRS is only for people that are too stupid to take the test, and then go on to try to recruit anyone that is listening into their hams radio cult by excitedly bragging about how many more frequencies they could transmit on with a hams radio license, and how many more anonymous men they could chat with and make contacts with if only they would take the test and get their ticket. Now, if you were confuculated up to this point and you now see the error of your ways, let not your heart be troubled, because there is a very good alternative for finding anonymous men to chat with. Of course, as I alluded to only a moment ago, you could get a ham's radio license, or you could just install the Grindr app on your phone. I use the Grindr app all the time, and it is great for finding anonymous men to chat with, so they're both pretty much the same thing.